bring in financial sector expert and Keefe, Bruyette & Woods CEO Tom Michaud, who says the place to be is not necessarily the big guys right now, but still in financials.
That's right. And we think the mid and small cap financials might benefit more in a Trump presidency than even the big banks because of the potential to roll back regulation.
Okay, so which names would you look at? Because we know the usual suspects.
So one of the big cutoff points for bank regulation is $250 billion in assets. So we're looking at banks smaller than that. And so we look at names like KeyCorp, Silicon Valley Bank, whose holding company is SVB Financial, and Bank of the Ozarks, for example, are three names that we've been recommending.
Okay, so let's put those up instead of the usual suspects, because those names, Bank of the Ozarks, Silicon Valley Bank, are the ones you believe are the next place. Can I assume that you feel that the bank names, at least the big rally here, is a little overdone now?
Well, they could have more to run. So I'll tell you the things that we're watching and the things that are being talked about. What's being talked about is that finally, after 6 years, we could take another look at Dodd-Frank and see what might not be working in that bill. Because remember, even Representative Frank has said it might be changed and could be changed in certain areas. So if we get some of those rollbacks in terms of some of the limits, like $50 billion in assets, when you get more regulation, if you roll that back, if we also get possibly higher interest rates, and if we also get any tax law changes, those could all be good things for the banking industry, and again, especially for those $250 billion and under.
Because they got killed. They got swept in with these massive hammer-like regulations on the major names, like the J.P. Morgans, and you don't want to see the small and mid-cap names go under.
Well, and that's just it. Remember, 98% of the banks in the nation are below $10 billion in assets. I don't think people realize that. And it's exactly what you said. The response to the crisis was so heavy, and it came down to the smaller banks, that I think, frankly, it slowed the whole economy.
Guess what? We didn't make a record, although we very well could as the numbers settle. But we're just about 2-3 points away from an S&P fresh record. Tom Michaud of KBW, always a pleasure to have you.
Great to be here.
Come back again. There's the closing bell.